My name is Sean Breen. I'm a trial lawyer. I work with a firm of trial lawyers at Howry, Breen and Herman. My client, Stacy Taylor, is a typical small-town Texas man. It was so clear to us from the beginning of this case that he was the absolute victim of corporate greed, of profits over safety. Mr. Taylor was severely shocked and paralyzed when this company, Encore Electric Delivery, falsely and wrongly told him it was his responsibility to trim trees that were near an Encore line. And of course, when it happened, the defendant wouldn't take responsibility. We were going to take this case to a jury if they weren't going to pay us voluntarily. When I take on companies like this, particularly big companies, a lot of people talk about David versus Goliath. And our approach is really simple. If you want to take down Goliath, you better bring something besides a rock. And that's going to include an arsenal that has DK Global in it, because DK Global we consider to be an expert in being able to facilitate the kind of communication and imagery we need to really illustrate to a jury something like this terrible catastrophic case. At the very beginning of the case, where we talk to DK Global and the team there, think about how we want to present things, think about how we want to approach the case, begin to storyboard it, and then actually have DK Global collaborate with our retained experts so we get the most persuasive visuals we can possibly get to use throughout the entire case. I think trial attorneys who aren't using 3D animations and illustrations are leaving money on the table, and they're not putting together the type of persuasive presentations that get maximum value. I wanted to be able to capture really the devastation, not only what it is like to go from regular skin, regular organs to being burned severely, but also the unique perspective of, on top of that, to having the electricity paralyze them as well. DK Global came up with a great idea, which was to use both a picture and the animation at the same time, so that the jury really got what I refer to as a double-barrel approach of how damaging this was. The initial offer in this case was $0. We knew he was a victim, and we knew if we could get this case in front of a jury, that fair jurors would see that justice needed to be delivered, and that's exactly what happened here, loud and clear, to the tune of $54 million. Using these exhibits from DK Global is literally worth millions of dollars. You shouldn't be trying to save pennies up front. You should be trying to get the millions on the back end, which is exactly what we got in this case. You need to have a team like DK Global that can help you put together a visual approach so that you're not just using words. You're using very, very persuasive images along with those words. And for us, I have over $250 million worth of settlements or verdicts that I've used DK Global on, and I'm not going to go to trial without them, ever.